Oh no. That was an intro, wasn't it? Oh no. So I have balloons up there from yesterday. And I am super bright once again. It's not as bad as it normally is. Hopefully I won't have to move in the middle of this. So fingers crossed. No. It's down to the balloon gods now. All right. Hopefully you guys have had a good day. I have. I like the sun, right? I like it when it's not blinding my camera. I'm gonna have to actually get dark out curtains for in here, so that way I can have controlling over my light. That is amazing, sweetheart. Oh, snap. Get you over here. Get back over here. So we got children popping up for you today. I don't know if it's a childlike innocence or there's a chuggy coming, or if children are coming, so to speak. I like to sleep in too, but I could not sleep in last night. One, I had ritual work to do, and two, when I did lay down, the next thing I know, bam, I'm in bed thinking about everything from life decisions to paganism to what the hell it is I want to do. And you know how that goes. Hey, Luna, baby. Hey, Seabiscuit. To be honest, I don't know which is which. Rafia, as soon as you came in, I had romance pop up. You can't ask questions, but I am charging. Yesterday, I did free questions because we had hit over 500. But if you look down in the description, we're back to our normal jam. So your free card for today is romance. So I don't know if you got romance coming into your life, or maybe things are spicing up in a romance that you have, but it is coming your way in some form. Let's see what I got for the biscuit today. Abundance. Didn't know what you were looking for or what you put out there, baby, but it is going to come back to you here soon. Probably should grab that balloon, but I asked her it. Do. But like I was saying, couldn't sleep, thought about everything. You were very welcome, sweetheart. And then I ended up getting up at 9 o'clock this morning, hating life, but here I am. I did get a lot of work done, though, today. Last time you said to me something like spiritual fuckery in my house. What did you mean about that? I was not able to understand. First off, it's been a while. But if I say spiritual fuckery, that means that there's something afoot in the home. It could be just energy that people are bringing that is manifesting something in the home. It could be the fact that someone's brought something into the home and it's feeding off certain energies in the home. There's a variety of different things. Sorry, I can't go really more in depth. And I wish I would have seen it when I said it. But depending on the video and if I was playing music or not, you should be able to go back and look at it. My hair looks so good today. Sorry. A little bit of stroking the attitude. Actually, yes, you can, sweetheart. You just got to let me know where you donate to, and then I check, and then we go with your reading, baby. But if you do plan to pay for a reading, if it's not the 5 for 2 questions, then I do ask which one do you want to do first. Do you want to do questions, then your reading, or a reading and then questions. Sun, yes, you may, my dear. Hey, Julissa. Is that negative? It just depends. If I'm saying fuckery, it's probably more playful. But it also depends on the situation in your home. So if you got people arguing, people dealing with depression, I have a salt glass to catch negative energy in every room. Well, salt does work for some things, but not for everything. Energy would be fine, but there is something feeding into it. Salt can be a protective, it can be in a barrier, and it can absorb. But if someone's carrying it with them, or an item was brought into the home and accepted, it's not going to do much good. At least in my personal practice and my belief. But, every two witches are different. Julissa, what do I got for you today, my baby? Hey, Gabby. What do we got for Julissa today? Either that, or I would just recommend changing the salt out more. That could help. Or just upping, different things that you can do to clear the negative energy out. Julissa, my dear, we got healing. I don't know if you're going through a healing period or you're trying to help another heal, but it is coming through, my dear. Oh, you're very fine, sweetheart. Here's the thing, like with my moderators, I appreciate the time you give, but you got a life just like I do. So if you ever have to dip out for any reason, it's fine. Work, family, love, life, that kind of thing. It's so bright here, I can barely see my eyebrows, and it's like, now you see him? No. Wait, now you see him? Now you don't. Now you see him? Now you don't. Sorry. I gotta amuse myself every once in a while. Luna, my dear. Meditation is what is coming through for you. It's time to ground yourself, center oneself, which, considering your situation, that kind of makes sense. I have donated. Did you donate to the powerful PayPal or to the powerful Cashapp? You can. I just need to know where you threw your donation to, and then we can PayPal, the mighty PayPal. Give me 1 second. That allows me to know what type of reading you paid for. $1, sweetheart? No, it is $5 for 2. So you can either send $4 more, or I can transfer that back to you. But good try. Hey guys, can get a free 1 card with subscribe. Hobby, I love you. Hello, Hobby. And by the way, hello, Patricia. Hello, Sun, and then Patricia. So, Sun, what do I got for you? What do I got? Ooh, snap. Sun, my dear, it seems that you are getting support, or you are giving support. Normally, when this comes up, that means people working together for one common goal. So if this is going on in your life, whether it be, something that's personal or, work related, stuff like that, there is support. And it does seem like it's a loving support, because soulmate came in with it. So it seems like you got a good surrounding bit of people around you. Let's see, Patricia. Let's see what I got for you, my dear. Patricia. What do we got for Patricia? Patricia, my dear, you also got abundance today. It could be abundance of energy. It could be abundance of joy, money. It just really depends on what's going on in your life. But whatever it is, it seems like you're getting enough of it. But then again, you did have the romance card go in reverse, so it could be an abundance of lack of love. But, you know, I try to stay into the bright side of things. All right, sweetheart. Give me 1 second. All right, dear. So here's what I need you to do. You did the 5 for 2. So you get 2 questions. If you would, put it into 1 paragraph so that way I don't lose your questions. And that way I can answer both of them for you. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Gabby. Gabby, either there's a goal or a dream in your mind, kind of like an achievement, or maybe you've gotten some interesting dreams. It's one or the other. When I use the Oracle card, you kind of got to just go between the two. So either a dream is coming into fruition or you're having some decent dreams. Give me 1 second, guys. Alexa, turn down by 2. Children being kidnapped and me getting kidnapped. Dear Lord. Are you wanting to be taken away? Can I have a card? Hobby, I did do a card for you, my love, I think. Go back and double check me, though. Sorry, my bad. It got sent before I typed the paragraph. My bad. Okay, so what are James, the Pisces, current thoughts and actions towards me? Well, let me find out. And what is James, the Pisces, current thoughts and actions towards me? Ew. So we got 2 cards that are coming out with us. The first one is the 7 of Swords, which the 7 of Swords is where they're trying to balance their shit while trying not to put their foot into their mouth. So when normally this card pops up, especially when you're dealing with how someone has thoughts of you, it's one of those things where they watch what they say very carefully around you just because they're afraid of the reaction. And that's going to fuck up basically their Kool-Aid, so to speak, or their mojo, their jam, their flow that's going on with you currently. And then we've got the Queen of Wands or Swords. Sorry about that. Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is one where it seems like you're vulnerable and they know that. So it's one of they're taking their time around you. And what are Chris, the Cancer's thoughts about me? What are Chris, the Cancer's thoughts? You can change your second question. So if that's not one that you want, you can change it before I do read on it, babe. But I would like to think of it as a dream. My dream's coming to life. Thank you for the 1 card, by the way. You're fine, sweetheart. Which, by the way, don't forget, it is a new year, Gabby. Waiting on that second question. Dum, dum, dum. I've got a message from my biscuit. You don't pick card. Got me for pick 4C button. Okay, Hobby, I'll give you a real quick card real quick while I'm waiting on the second question to be formulated and sent my way. Hobby. Hobby, you got an admirer, my dear. You've got someone who is trying to look after you and actually cares about you. They seem to give you a little bit more attention than they do those around you, which gives you a good feeling. But it does seem that sometimes that you're more amusement than anything. And not in a bad way, just some of the stuff that you do amuses them. I do not know if it's an X or not, my dear. You can have a reading, my dear. I do ask that you subscribe. Can I expect communication from James, the Pisces? Well, okay. Well, I wouldn't see there being any communication anytime soon, just because they're still stuck in their own BS right now. But, by the way, that's the Emperor card, and it's in reverse. So basically, they're stuck inside their own BS and the stuff that they got going on in their life. But it does seem that there's still feelings there for you, and you're someone that is crossing their mind a lot. So I think it will be communication, but it will not be as soon, like as in soon as like in a couple hours or a couple days. You know what I mean? It may be a week or so before communication opens. DGK. That would be a 5 for 2 DGK. What is that feeling card called? Which one? Are you talking about the... Give me a second. If you're talking about... That one was not you. That was someone else's. You think as much as I use these cards, I could tell you right off the rip? Nope. Not one bit. So that's one. The Emperor in reverse. And then we had the Lovers pop up as well. You will get a one card for free. It's not based on questions. It's based on basically what the universe wants to tell you that day. Hard Gabby still trying to stay positive. Aw, huggles, Jaleesa. I don't know what's going on, but hugs. I keep getting a play error. Going to log. Okay, not a problem, sweetheart. Are we meant to be? Well, we're alive, we're breathing, so I would assume yes. But I'm not understanding where the meant to be came, since I didn't see any other things in there. And also, music list, my dear. If it is a question you're trying to form, we do charge for that. All right, not a problem, sweetheart. That would be a 5 for 2 question music list, dear. By the way, I'm trying to make sure I keep up with everybody. But music list, you do get one free card. So we shall see what comes up for thee. And thank you for subscribing, wifey. We got a guardian angel in reverse, and this is for music. So there's someone in your life who acts like they have the best intentions for you, when in reality they don't. So you might want to be careful. Wifey, forgiveness, baby. There's someone in your life that you need to forgive. It could either be yourself or another individual, but it's time that you start that process of forgiveness. Are you referring to love? I refer to whatever is how you take it. So for anybody who's new here, there's a few things that you need to know. One, read the description because it kind of tells you where I'm at and stuff like that. But if you come here every day, you get one free card. It's basically what the universe wants to send to you. Now, as far as how that card resonates with you in the area of your life, that's up for your interpretation. Unless I'm doing a full like 30 to 60 minute reading, I'm not going to be able to get these things exactly where it is in your life. You kind of figure out where it makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, you know, it's a free card. So you get what you get. Cashapp, give me 1 second, sweetheart. I'm trying to keep up with everybody, trying to make sure they get the free card, and trying to keep up with the payments coming through, my dears. I did get it. If you would formulate your 2 questions in a paragraph for me. And while you're doing that, I'm going to read for Slaughter, my dear. There's a lot of ideals and inspiration coming in for you. So it could be something that you're thinking about doing, something that you're going to do, or something to better your life, or whatever it is. Take action, or at least the best course of action for you. Make things come to life. Cutie Holly, hello, my dear, and welcome to the channel. Please make sure to subscribe. Same for you, Katie. Give me 1 second, DGK. I'm going to get some of these free cards out of the way if you don't mind. Holly, my dear. Got soulmate in reverse. That tells me that there's someone in your life that you're giving your time to that isn't meant to be. So I would stray away from that. Thank you, sweetheart. I really appreciate you allowing me to get some of these out of the way. Katie. What do we got for Katie? Katie, the timing isn't right. And I'm trying to show you because I'm so bright here because my light sucks. But it is divine timing. So basically, it's in reverse. That tells me that the timing is not right. So whatever it is that you're looking for, a sign as far as your timing, it's not the time. Now, with that being said, all right, I'm going to ignore some of you guys for a minute because I have to. DGK, does my ex still think about me? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I say yeah for this reason. That's like half of my deck. I'm not reading half a deck, but I'll give you the gist of it. Dear Lord, there's a lot of trying to work it out. Depression, dangling, heartbroken. It did not end well. Whatever this relationship was not good for you, and it was not good for them. Because every crappy card that could have came out. Just so you know, this ain't something that can be fixed. And this is definitely something that you're going to need to move on from, especially with the 3 of Swords, and then we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles, normally when we see it, is one to fix things. When it's in reverse, that means fucking walk away. Then you got the 3 of Swords, which this is dealing with too much heartbreak over and over again. So it seems like a repeated offender kind of thing where you're trying to hope for different circumstances, but it's not going to happen. Her current partner. All right. How do they feel about their current partner that they are in a situation with? It's a work in progress. Not everything is perfect. There's some things that they're still trying to work out and some things that, you know, they're able to create together. But it's not perfect, but it's a work in progress. All right, let's see if I can get this. Give me 1 second, my dears. Lord. Awesome tattoo. Have a wonderful day. Okay, thank you. Hey, Taylor. By the way, if I missed anybody by any chance, I do apologize. But you're very welcome, DGK, and thank you so much for being patient and letting me get some of the people out of the way. With Taylor, my dear, I'm going to do you because you're the first one I see after all the chaos. So we got a power card coming in. So what the power card means either that you're regaining your power, you're about to gain some power, or you're giving up too much power. Now, as far as which one it is, I can't really tell you because, you know, one card. I mean, that's kind of like a one-trick pony. It only gives you so much. But whatever it is, hopefully it's more on the better spectrum than you actually giving more to somebody and taking less for yourself. Just kind of find the balance. Either way it goes, no matter which path, just try to find the balance. But I'm still do that anyway. 2021, I'm under construction. No, he's just not in. I miss him. Thank you, Gabby, for talking matters of love. I do appreciate it. Do. Did I miss anybody? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't miss nobody. Just did. What did we just... Oh, just did what? So you either gave your power to somebody and took your power back or regained your power. What are we talking about here, babe? I feel like a squirrel trying to catch all my nuts. Katie, my dear, that would be a work question. That would be a question. And I charge for questions, unfortunately. Unless we get to 1,000 people, and then I'm going to be doing a live stream and everybody gets one free question. But until then, I do charge 5 for 2. Or you can get a reading, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. No, 2 question reading. No, 2 question reading. Did you? Okay, you Cashapp. Sorry. I'm still trying to catch up. I apologize. I am yours for the next 2 questions. Make a paragraph and let me know what you want to know. And I'm going to take a drink because I haven't had a drink in like the last 30 minutes. Anyway, now that I got a slow period, how you guys doing? I've never had anybody jump in my live and be like, great tattoo, and then just dip the hell out. Like, thanks. That was pretty neat. So now that I can catch up, what's going on with Jaleesa? I see something about a guy, some crap. No, I love when you talk your shit. Who's talking shit? We're all talking shit anyway. I use Cashapp. I got the Cashapp, baby. All I need you to do is just write your 2 questions in a paragraph, so that way if I get lost in this feed of fuckery, I can find you. It just helps. Did it hurt? Your tat. My tat? It did hurt. The most part that hurt was like right in here, because the guy that I had do it, we've been friends for like the last 8 years, and he's a douchebag and was like, ooh, I'm going to get you. So, you know, he gave me a deal, so I can't be mad. I got this big chest tattoo piece, literally, like it's huge. At least huge for me because it felt like bigger, but I got it for like $60, so I couldn't really beat it. And he drew it up for me. It was actually based off a dream I had. I'm good. Boyfriend gone. Got the blues. I'm trying to also take 21 by storm. Oh, snaps. Taylor, no 2 questions. No, 2 question reading. Okay. I use Cashapp. Okay. There we go. We are in business. For a minute, I thought I missed your questions. How does Lance... Every time I see the name Lance, I always think of Lance Bass. Yep, I showed my age. Okay, how does Lance feel about me? Well, can you please tell me how Lance feels about Taylor? Ooh. Okay. Well, I'll say this. You two are definitely the same coin, just 2 different sides. And the reason I say that is because we got the Queen of Wands that pops out, which is a female who is strong and knows herself. But since it's in reverse, it doesn't mean that you're not strong. It just means that you're a little bit more free with your emotions. You're more caring, more outgoing kind of person. You like to make yourself happy along with those that you care around you. Now, as far as them, they find you attractive. I don't know if attractive is the right word. It's more of like, it's kind of like one of those things where they like spending time with you, and the more time they spend with you, the more they want to invest, if that makes sense. But literally, you guys are the same person, just in different bodies. Okay, there's too much going on. What's going on? So as far as like your first question, what do they feel about you? They feel comfortable around you. They feel like they can be themselves around you. At least what is showing between these two. Alluring, mysterious. Oh my God, I would have so much fun with you. Oh dear Lord. Will the be and loving relationship coming through for me? To be or not to be, we shall find out. There's a relationship coming towards them. Okay, there's nothing that's going to be really set in stone, because we got the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups normally does with family matters and, you know, becoming one and making that happy dream. So this isn't going to happen for a while. And then we've got the Three of Wands, which is, it's a little different, because with the Three of Wands, normally it's a decision that has to be made. But it seems like there's not really a decision that has to be made. It's kind of like when you want to do it. I don't feel like you're having trouble finding anyone. It's just finding someone that matches the same way that you want. You know what I mean? It's not picky per se. It's just knowing what you want and not wanting to settle, which I don't blame you. Because I feel there's a few people that came close, but it wasn't really anything substantial. I am picky. It's that alluring mystery. Oh, dear Lord. What did I miss while I was being fuckery? Hi, new sub. Jalila. Jalila. I feel like that's how it said. Jalila, my dear, you can have one card. It's not bad to be picky. Okay, so Jalila. The price is all down below, baby. Too picky. My biological clock is ticking. Dear Lord, baby. I've never had that happen, because luckily I got my kids out before my biological clock was like, procreate. But finding the right person or the right mate or sperm donor, whatever you wish to call it, it's a process. It's someone you're going to be stuck with, especially if you're wanting kids. So it's good to be picky. So take it. So Julissa, we have the Page of Swords, honey, but it is in reverse. You are being very too critical of someone in your life and in a situation, and you kind of need to reverse that critical attitude and kind of see it from a different point of view. Thank you, my dear. As Gabby said, Angelo, you get one card for coming in. It's basically whatever the universe has to say to you in your life. And then if you want questions, they're 5 for 2, 30-minute reading, and we got an hour reading as well. It's just whatever you want to do. Now, if you don't want to do a public reading on here like this, I do private readings as well via Zoom. The only thing I would need is for you to contact me by email, and then we could set all that up. So it's up to you. The goal is to laugh forever with someone you take serious. Also, someone that has a personality. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Because you don't want to be stuck with someone who doesn't have a good personality, because eventually we all get old. We all get wrinkly. And we all got to deal with each other's weirdness. and things that fall apart and crack and pop. So I always say go for the one that stimulates the mind because that'll last longer in the end. As far as relationships. Oh my God, love clover. Oh shoot. Sometimes I wonder if love is worth fighting for, but then I remember your face and I'm ready for war. Oh gosh. Hey Sabrina, my dear. I don't know what you're dealing with, Sabrina, but there is some things coming through of unwanted advice from individuals who are prodding their noses where they shouldn't. Gab's going to put me in a feels today. I know, right? She's got a way with words, man. Most people have a bard. I have a Gabby. But love is nice. As long as you're with someone that makes you happy and completes you. That's telling me to forget that I am the love of my life. It's experience. I've got some spell work going over here on the side. And I'm telling you what, the things that are coming out are just like, dang. 444, Gab Gab. Then you could have a love like the X-Files. It's always a mystery. Give us a spell. What kind of spell you want? Spelling bee. I do got some spells I'm going to be posting over the next couple weeks, so. Yes, I will, my dear. Will you check out there, see if it's came yet? Yeah. All right, Gabby. Let's see what we got. Nope. Hey, will you do me a favor and put those pops up that your dad got? Sure. You're pimping. Well, my Gabby, let's go with your first card, which is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, that tells me you've made a decision in your life. And now you're kind of over analyzing the decision that you made. But, my dear, as all good things, the wheel of fortune shines upon you. So, I don't know. Sometimes, we second guess ourselves on the decisions that we make in our life. And overanalyzing situations isn't going to help you, dear. All it's just going to do is drive you mad. But at least you got something to look forward to. Just remember, with every gift that is given, a sacrifice is made. You're welcome. Alexa, play calming music. I just realized my music went off. Can I get one card, please? You can get one card, my dear. I don't know what's going on, JC, but it does seem like you're traveling in a direction that's kind of got your headspace in the wrong headspace. And basically what I mean by that is, hi, can I get a 30-minute reading after this? Actually, an hour. You can, if you want to send me a email, sweetheart, we'll get it set up. The reason I say that is because it's coming across like there was a situation, JC, that kind of pissed you off. And you're just ready to handle it head on while still in that angered state. Not really sure what it's about, but I wish you good luck. And hopefully you can remain calm, my dear. Look at me telling someone else to be calm. Tis a funny thing, my dear, and tis a funny thing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do, talk about it, walk about it. All right, honey, just be nice. That's what she tells everybody when they come in, sweetheart. She'll let you know. Yeah, because Gabby's like my spokesperson. She's like the lady behind the computer when I'm in squirrel mode, so to speak. So that you're going to see, no matter if she's seen you 30,000 times, she's going to be like, hey, guess what? Subscription is free. I'm a Virgo, Aquarius moon, Cancer rising. So you are definitely a passionate person. Especially when it comes to your emotions. You like to go a little bit above and beyond. The bigger, the better. That's a good thing. Makes romance nice. How does it feel having a Cancer rising? Feels like the need to expand. I don't know. I'm just jumping into your guys' conversation. Being part of the group effort here. Do 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 do. Talk about it, be about it, not the right one. Do 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 do. Thank you, Gabby. Asia. But since you are here, my dear, I will give you a card. Kind of let you pick. Get a little vibe of me. So you get to pick a card between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just because these are the ones that popped out. And then we'll go from here. Excuse me. Which card do you want? Let me know. Well. New. My ex placed a tracker on my vehicle. I blocked him and everything. Can you tell me his emotions currently? That explains some of your cards. So with that, that's a question. That's a 5 for 2. But you get one universal card. And since you brought that out, there's a lot of wanting to move the fuck on. But this was after a little bit of depression. Let's just put it this way. You're deadly with your words. Sometimes it's for the good and sometimes not so for the good. And it seems like at one point in time there was things that were going good It just didn't end good. Do, 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 do. I can't prove it. Yes, I am. I can't prove it. Or I can prove it. I require a lot from him. Like, he really fucked up. I don't blame you. I mean, if someone does you wrong, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Oh, the things that we do when we're in love and we're willing to keep them around. I can be free tonight, but normally after my lives, I do eat. So there would be like an hour in between after the live. But if you wanted to do something like tomorrow or tomorrow evening, but like before I go live, that would be awesome. Normally I stop doing readings at like 6 p.m. just because from 4 to like 6 I'm here. But it's whatever you want to do. Whatever works best for you. Breakups are inevitable in life. Ain't that the truth? You know, who was it? There's a Medea video that goes around that I really love the quote. And it's like, life is like a tree. Some people are like leaves. They flee whenever shit gets hard. And then people are like a branch. Sometimes you think they're good, but then they break. And then you're lucky if you get a couple good people. And those are your roots. Would love to do an hour reading tonight. If we do an hour reading tonight and I stay on here till 6, it would be around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know if that would work for you or not. Unless you wanted to pay for a reading and then have me doing it during a live. But some people like to be private. So, you know. Do, 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 do. Talk about it, whoa, 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 whoa. Everyone wants to be the sun to brighten up someone's life. Why not be the moon and shine in someone's darkest hour? I like that quote. Now that's a good quote. I can do at 8. All right, give me a second. Let me see if I got your email. I did get your email. Aw, you said warm regards. Now that's a girl after my own heart. All right, sweetheart. So 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I do require payment beforehand. And then what I'll do is once I confirm it, I can actually send you the link to where we will be doing our meeting tonight. Or your reading. I say meeting because it's like a meeting for me. A meeting of the mind, so to speak. I'm Central Time. As long as you can get over on my time a little bit, but I don't even know if Central Time's forward, backwards. Well, I'm Eastern, so Central, you're probably like, what, a couple hours behind me? Do. And I need to grab that email. Is that the email that you want me to actually send the information to just to make sure that I'm clear? Because some people will message on certain ones and then some want it sent to another one. I don't really judge. It doesn't matter to me each way. Do. Got time to grow Cabby. I called her Cabby. Sorry, Cabby. It's like a Krabby Patty. Let's see. Meetings. schedule one. So it is currently 4:57 where I'm at. If you don't mind me asking, what's the time where you're at? So that way I know and you know where exactly we're at as far as time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can't promise I'm going to be this exciting though, because my energy does tend to wear down after lives. Dun, 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 dun. But I will try to keep that same energy though. Just so you know, there will be a passcode that comes in. And it'll tell you in the description of it. Save that. Then once I get your information, I'll send you the info. Man, we're having a whole live conversation over here. Hey, Kim. Welcome, dear. Asia, sweetheart, are you still in here? I just want to make sure I'm not talking to the air. Jules, I would say eat something, but you're fasting. Hey, Julissa, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm getting a facial laugh out loud. Can you send the info to the email I message you? Yeah, I can send the email there. You're an hour after me, so it's 4 here. Okay, so it'll be an hour after, and then what I'll do is once you confirm your payment, then, or once I get the payment, then I can go ahead and I can send all the stuff over to you, sweetheart. Do, 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 do. I bet that facial feels great right now, though. Do, 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 do. You can get a card, my dear. I'm tired of food controlling me. Girl, I am in the same boat. I was literally, no lie when I say, I was literally looking at the 3-day fast just like before I got on this live. Because I've been trying to read up on it so that way I don't hurt myself. By the way, who was I talking to? Keem, my dear, there is body care coming on, so you need to take better care of yourself. I don't know if it's health issues or maybe you just need to make a change, but the angels are listening to you, sweetheart. I have a good relationship with food. I do too. The only thing is it goes to my hips, my ass, and my stomach. I had somebody. House of Cards. House of Cards, you are very welcome, Keem, my dear. If you'd be kind and subscribed if you haven't already, that would be a blessing. House of Cards, what do I got for you? Hello, Goddess, dear. Oh, shoot. I'm getting better with my cursing on here. Spiritual growth. So you're going through a transition, sweetheart. Hopefully it doesn't ream you because everybody knows when you're going through a spiritual transition in life. Thank you, my dear. Don't use my government name, though. I do need to change that, but I have to actually keep it on there for taxing purposes. Oh, sweets. People always look at me strange when I'm like, my government name. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Talk about it, be about it. Do, do, do. Do, do. I try to keep some of my stuff private. Some. All right, my dear. I am sending you the email with the information right now. Do, do. Once again, if you look at that, it's going to tell you the passcode, sweetheart, and that'll let you be able to come in. Now, just so you know, the way Zoom's set up, you don't have to do video. You don't have to do audio. There's actually a chat feature just kind of like here. So if you don't want to talk and you just want to type out whatever it is you want to know or whatever, yeah, we will Zoom. How does your readings work? So the way that I do readings, I leave it up to the individual that I'm reading. I can either do questions for an hour, or I can do a reading on whatever subject that you want. And then we can go to questions afterwards. So it could be, let's say you want a general reading of your life. We can do that. We can do a year worth of reading, which I go 3 different cards for each month. And then on top of those 3 cards, I give you 1 angel card, 1 guide card, which when I say guide card, I don't even think I pulled them out today. Give me 1 second. These are the ones that I actually use for the guides to come with their message through. As far as my oracle readings and stuff, I was really hoping though that my demon deck would have been here today, because that kind of helps with personal demons, certain areas that you might need to work on or focus on, but I haven't got them in, so that sucks. I look rough right now, so I'll do audio, baby. If I didn't have to get on these lives, I wouldn't even done my hair today. And that's facts. That's why I don't got makeup on today. Let me see. But then way better. I'm drinking water only throughout the day. Give me 1 second, my gosh. I keep hearing something, but it's driving me nuts. Besides my music. Anyway, like I was saying. To everyone clear, you are eating something right, even if not during the day. When you're doing fasting, you eat nothing. That a lot of people do a lot of intermediate fasting. The 3 days of fasting, you just got to make sure that you stay hydrated, do minimalistic movements, and you do have to have some kind of salt and electrolyte intake when you do it, at least from what I've seen. Do 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 do. Oh. Do. Now, I did get some tips if you are looking for something. I don't know how deep you're in yet, but I heard licorice tea works really well, and there's a detox tea that works really well to kind of help you out. How many hours have you made it through yet? And here in a little bit, if you guys want to start your pizza rolls, you can, because your dad made me some boiled eggs and stuff. Because he's a pimp. Anyway. Small plants-based foods if it gets too crazy. There's this guy I follow. I mean, he's kind of like a keto craze kind of guy, because when I did keto last year, I followed a lot of his stuff. And he does a great between intermediate and long-term fasting. Which honestly, some rituals actually require cleansing of the body in a fasting period. So it is a good conversation to be having. And there was light that shined upon us. Well, we're here to support you, sweetheart. That's exactly what we do. Okay, I did make sure I sent that. I was over here like, man, I bet you I didn't send that email to Asia. And I did. Kudos to me. Did you hear me, though? If you guys want those pizza rolls right now, or you can do it later. Because tomorrow I'll end up making a roast. Which reminds me, I got to pull out the roast tonight. We are here to protect, love, and motivate. They say green tea helps too, to kind of keep you calm during. Did you check by the dog's food? Did you move it?
Yeah. Just put it in the I got a mouse here, but yeah.
Did you look underneath the baker?
No.
Hello, Brazil, my sweetheart. Welcome. All right. I zoned out for a minute, so I apologize.
Nope.
All righty. What do we got for Costa? You got divine guidance coming through, my dear. I feel like there is a message that's trying to come through, but the interpretation that you're giving it is a little bit off. So I would sit and ponder on some of the messages you've received over the last couple weeks and try to see them from a different perspective. Me and Ronnie are still going strong. We just made our lifestyle changes from this year, and I'm pumped. Oh. It's like when I told the hubby about doing a fast for 3 days. He's like, why? I'm like, because I want to. He's like, well, that's going to suck. I was like, yeah, because I got to still cook dinner for 3 other people, and I get to smell it, and I don't get to eat it. He's like, you're going to cave. And I'm like, thanks for the confidence. Well, I'm trying to get my metabolism going and stuff. At least until I can get my treadmill. Because I'm not, like, if I'm able to actually get out, which most of the time I'm stuck here because the kids got school and stuff like that. And, you know, they're little, so you can't let them roam free. So, I mean, they're still little in my eyes. I mean, I've got a teenager and technically she's okay, but, you know, mommy bear's protective. But anyway, so I'm getting some gym equipment in the house and trying to make some lifestyle changes. I've been doing it slowly over the last couple months. Just not drastic. I would like to know what Christopher's intentions are with me. Well, Stella, my dear, I would love to know that too as well. But we do a thing called 5 for 2, and that's $5 for 2 questions, my dear. But since you came in, you do get 1 free card with your subscription to the channel. And let's see what the universe has to offer for Stella. Yeah, Stella. You got some things changing in your life, baby, and you're not going to be able to get away with it. Sometimes things happen and, you know, we may not like the direction in which it's going, so just take your time. Give yourself a moment to process it all, and then just try to deal with it. I really want to do this, but as I got this candle burning over here, I just see me going like this and letting go, and then it just landing right on the candle. So thankfully, I had a moment of clarity before I did something stupid and me go, oh no. Do. So you guys sure that you want me to do a 24-hour live? I know, me and the hubby were talking about that last night, and I was like, man, that's a lot of hours. I was like, why do that? You're in it with me. He's like, but why? I was like, because I ain't doing it alone. I need a partner. Stella, All right, Stella, my sweetheart, all you got to do is put both your questions into a paragraph. So that way, as we're talking and gabbing about stuff in between, I can find you and I don't have to look for two separate questions in two separate spots. It just helps me out. Stella, Stella, Stella. I don't know why I got the Thriller song in my head. Thriller, alright. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. For some reason, Seabiscuit is being blocked. I don't know why. But I did hear that YouTube has been having issues with their system. But she's like sending me messages. I don't know what's wrong with it. Why won't it let me in? She was literally in here. And for some reason, the universe was like, nope. Look at that. Ain't I light again? Yeah, from the live. Like, she's messaging me like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, it's all right. Because she had told me she was having issues with the live and that she's going out and coming back in. And now for some reason, it won't let her come back in. Let's see what the era, as if it's a new decade somewhere. The error code is a playback ID. I don't know why it's doing it to her. Now she's going to shut down her computer and restart it. God love you. I know you're eventually going to see this. We miss you. But I know she wrote in the chat. Yeah, she wrote in the chat and then she said she was having issues and then she can't get back in. It's basically like life was like, no. God love her. She's such a sweetheart, though. I love our sea cookie. Do. By the way, for anybody who isn't a regular in here, you get one card free for coming in. All you got to do is just, yeah. And there's our questions. Christopher and I, Aquarius, be in a relationship. Okay. That would be a yes. I know it doesn't look like a yes, but that's a yes. Because normally if we have the Three of Swords this way, that means a lot of heartbreak and hardship. But in reverse, I take that as, yes, you will be together. There are just maybe a few complications before it actually happens. And also, I have a new job. Will I be able to move out soon? Will I be able to move out soon with this new job? You will, because when we get the sun is new opportunities coming your way, being able to move forward in life instead of backwards. So that's a good card. So that means yes as well. But it's not going to be as easy. There's going to be also a few complications that you run into. It's going to be minor stuff like, oh crap, trying to box crap or stuff like that. It's not going to be anything like super huge, but there will be complications with it. Just kind of go with the flow. Everybody deals with this crap when they move. I hate moving, which good luck to you. I really wish you the best. And the advice I could give when you're moving is write each room that it goes to on the box. Makes life a hell of a lot easier. And also, when you move in, you have a party that night. So that way, when everybody comes over, none of the house is unboxed yet. And you'd be like, hey, guys, help me unbox. You want some pizza? Just like that. Some pizza. Most of them know it's coming anyway, but still. Living with my mom is no joke. Seems like they always got their eye in your business pretty much. I think that's all moms though. But it is something that did pop up. And since you paid for a reading, I felt generous and was like, you know what? Here's an extra card. Walking on a tightrope. So you guys want to hear something weird that I had happen last night while I was doing some spell work? And it was the first time I've ever had anything like that happen to me. And I stared at it for a good 10 minutes watching this happen. And granted, it was late, but I was not that tired because nothing else in the room moved like that except for the candle. So last night, you guys have seen those little black candles that I got, right? The ones that I say smell like a good man or whatever that I got a long time ago. So I used one of those in my ritual last night, or spell work, I should say. It was more spell work than a ritual. So as I'm using that, sometimes when you have those, they're not tea candles, but they're the votive candles or whatever. Sometimes, it'll leak on the side because the candle's made like crap, right? Well, as I'm watching this literally drip downward, all of a sudden I watch it start going back up. And then where it started to drip down of, it just patched itself. And I'm like, I'm just watching this for like 10 minutes. And I'm like this. So you guys are my candle. And I'm like this. I'm like, there's no fucking way. And I'm staring at it. I know English. So I'm staring at it like this. And I'm like, fuck. And initially I'm like, I'm tired. So I rub my eyes and then I look again and I'm still seeing it. And I'm like, either that's the best optical illusion I've ever seen or what the fuck. No, do be noted, it was a candle for Hecate, so that's a possibility. But it was one weird fucking thing that happened and I wanted to share it. So that's my weird story for today. Yes, she asked about everything. No privacy, man. Yeah. It was just so odd because I'd show you the candle. I guess it really doesn't matter. What's done is done. It can't be undone. And you don't know what I'm doing it for. So I shall show. But literally, this is what it went down to last night. But the way that it happened, if you look right here, this is where it was dripping out of. And then I was watching it come back. And if you look, like it just made its own little hook. And I'm like, that's so just freaking weird. I've never had that happen. So yeah, that's my witchy experience. If you've ever had it happen, comment down below. Because I would like to know what the hell. But you are very welcome, Stella, my dear. And thank you. But I thought it was pretty cool. Sea Wolf, Sea Biscuit. We missed you, my dear. You missed so much. Not really. There really wasn't a whole lot. We talked about fasting for a while. I got a reading after the live. Well, I'm going to eat, do my stuff that I need to do because, yeah. And then I got another reading after this for about a good hour. So, yay. I'll tell you what, the last online reading that I had via Zoom was just awkward. It was awkward for the sense being like, I'm so used to this format where I guess I've been in quarantine for so long. So when I'm doing readings, I don't have anybody talking to me or staring at me. And so as I'm giving a reading, having someone interject in the middle of the reading makes me go, who was that? Oh yeah, there's another person behind that computer and I'm giving them a reading. It's one of those things where you're like, Anyway. Oh, I get the smell of citrus. That's nifty. Yes, we did miss you. We talked about you. Because I was like, I seen your messages, because you know me, I don't really check my messages like I should. And you're over here sending me messages like, it won't let me in. And then I seen it and I was like, universe was like, nope. By the way, welcome. I know somebody just walked into the room. Hi. How are you? Hopefully your day is going good. Well, we love our sea biscuit. Our sea cookie of doom. I'm officially, after I get off here, I'm changing your name on Messenger to Sea Cookie of Doom. Well, of course. Oh. I really wish that I could get my cards. I was really hoping that my cards would show up, but I got a feeling it's going to be tomorrow before I get my cards, which sucks, but it is what it is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I know. See, Cookie of Doom sounds good, don't it? Hello, Gloria, my dear. You can have a card. Let's see what we got. Nourish the soul. So that's telling me that there's things that you need to be doing that bring you happiness that you're not doing, that you need to be doing. So do them. Nourish yourself, Gloria, in the light of our dark mother. What's the new deck you got? Which one? I've got one from Sea Cookie coming. I've got one that my hubby's got coming. And I got the one that I bought as a gift to myself for hitting 500. Blue Moon. Hey, Blue. Hey, hey. Like and subscribe. Love card. I can't promise it's going to be a love card. But I have looked at some love decks. And that is something that will be coming. My day's been pretty good. I can't complain. I don't know with the love decks, though, if I'm going to really enjoy it, because ones that I've seen are the round decks, and I've never had a round deck. Oh, crap. Oh, my dear. We've got a queue. We got a queue. We got a few that are coming out, my dear, so you get to pick your one card. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, baby. Yeah, they're like a circle, but they're cards. I've never used them types, but I'm kind of curious. Because the deck that I was looking at was like a love tarot card with love messages and stuff like that. Oh, well, yeah, of course. You're like the little Aphrodite of the group. You're always in love with love. And I like it. I enjoy it. I don't know. A 4. Be patient, my dear. So basically, there's something in your life that you're kind of waiting on, but you're tired of waiting on, and you want it to happen. But the more you want it to happen, it's not really moving as quick as you want it to. So just be patient. It's basically your guide's way of saying, hey, get over it. Pretty much. Since this is the deck I use for guides. I feel stuck. Well, what's got you feeling stuck, sweetheart? Do you just feel like you're at a crossroads in your life? Because if you are, you're on the right channel. I feel like I need like one of those Disney Channel like ones, except instead of the M, you get the D. That didn't sound right. Never mind. Oh, wow. Welcome to the channel. The spirits are high. I feel like nothing is happening at all. That feeling of being stuck. Normally, when I get a feeling of being stuck, I try to stop unsticking myself, which sounds so much worse than the D. Anyway, unstick yourself. So basically, give into the flow of the universe. And once you do that and let go of control and see where it takes you, it'll work out. It's kind of one of those things where this is your moment to reflect on your life. Reflect on the things you've done, reflect on the things that you want, and the things that you plan to do. And then once you start doing that, it'll all come together. Will you check and see if I got any packages? I'm really hoping that deck comes in today. Ugh. I know. Aren't I just awesome? That's why I had a girl who booked the reading afterwards, Asia. And I'm like, I can't promise this is going to be the same energy you get when I'm reading because it fluctuates. I'm going to take that as a no.
No, we don't.
Aw, it's not packages.
No.
I don't want mail. I want
You
packages.
Okay,
Urgh.
you're mistaken.
Well, I got mail, just not what I wanted. It's messed up. You need to introduce us to your decks. Which ones? The new ones or the old ones? Because I've introduced the old ones quite a bit. So which ones are you wanting me to introduce? Thank you for that. Needed to hear this. That's fine, honey. It's what I do. My goddess is literally a crossroad goddess. So that's why I said you picked the right damn page. And we help those on their path in the crossroads, and some stay and some go. But we wish everyone the same. Good tidings, goodwill, and may your drinks always be refilled and your belly always full, and may you always be warm. And whenever possible, if you can get some fun in your life, enjoy it. Sorry, I've got like people messaging me and I'm like, why? The new ones when I get them. I shall. I can tell you one's going to be Greek gods and goddesses. One of them is, like I said, the demon set. And then Sugar Cookie or Cookie of Doom. I believe she sent me the Gothic Tarot. Don't quote me though, but I think that's what it is. Is that what you sent me? See, Cookie of Doom. Cookie. I do. For your first question. And I will. And it's been 2 years, I think, since I got it. And I did design it, but I did not draw it because I do not have that ability. So the little guy that I got to put this thing on me designed it. Well, he didn't design it. He sketched it out. I've actually got the original sketch because eventually I do plan to put it into my Book of Shadows because it was something that came to me in a dream. Well, now you know. Night Blue. Mwah. Thank you for joining us, sweetheart. Literally, while you were gone, that was one of the subjects that came up. Or was it before? It might have been after. I don't know. And it was talked about today. Because somebody did randomly come in and be like, hey, I like your tattoo. And then just went out. It was odd. But we do attract the odd and the strange, and I love it. Do, 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 do. I'm curious because this is I guarantee I know what this is. Random. I'm always random. It's part of my MO. Okay. You know you gotta love a company when they literally make sure I'm not showing. They literally send you a written letter saying, hey, we know you're a Prime member. You do get video. You do know that, right? Like, use your video. And I'm like, I got other stuff. I don't really think about using it. That's my random spurt for the day, though. To think someone would ask about it the same day I did. Exactly. Ooh. Oh, it's working, Seabiscuit. You remember what I was talking to you last night with the candle and stuff? I'm continuing that today. And literally, the flame on it is this high. And it's like this wide. And it's just going like this. Prime has Good Omens, brilliant show. Good Omens. I feel like I've watched part of that, or I've heard of it. Good Omens is the one where it's the devil guy and the angel guy. And didn't they end that? You can ask a question. My payment information is down below. It is 5 for 2, dear. Oh, yeah, it's working. She thicker than a Snicker. Thicker than a Snicker. Heavier than a Chevy. Come on, little mama. Hey, if you are hungry and your sister and you want pizza rolls, we can get them in the oven.
Okay, hey, you know YouTube, right?
I'm currently doing a live on YouTube right now.
I know, but I'm trying to watch YouTube and I can't. It won't let me. I have to have your password thing.
Then you're probably trying to watch something that you shouldn't.
No, it just won't let me. I have to have this.
Yeah, but if you log in, you can't log in. I'm going to have to set you up your own email.
Okay.
So give me tonight. Let me get all my stuff situated. And tonight, I'll set everything up in the wee hours of the morning and we'll be all squared away. But you'll have to leave your phone with me tonight. All right? Cool. Seabiscuit says hi. She said, okay. She doesn't understand who I'm talking to. If I would say, hey, remember that person that sent me chocolate? Yeah, that would be the one. And then it would click. Kids and chocolate. Memories. Mm-mm-mm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Someone's making pizza rolls. Maybe. Yeah. You've been summoned to the kitchen for pizza rolls. Damn right, it's the universal language of love. Oh, that's going to be one thing that I wish I had. Those wheel things, man. Those things were awesome. You know your dad. You're now learning to check the oven before you stick anything in the oven. Took you years, but you're finally figuring it out. Yeah. Because every time, like, we make something big, my husband's got this thing about shoving stuff back into the oven with it off and then doesn't tell nobody. So then a couple days later, we discover what was made when we're using the oven again. And by that time, we got a heated pan with food in it. And we're like, really? And he's like, you learn to look. He's kind of a douche.
It was plastic.
What was that? Yeah, there was one time. I don't know what it was, but it was like, I think it was like one of those plastic wing containers he put in there. Oh, yeah, that was bad. I made him scrub that out. I was like, no one in this house is doing that. You did that. Like, bad hubby. Which ones? Which ones what? Do. Do. Might as well. no packages, like no boxes, no nothing.
Just
Mm-hmm. Here's one. One day, a child of mine decided to use the microwave. And that child
almost set the house on fire.
almost set the house on fire.
Not me, the younger one. She forgot to put the water in the ramen. You know, the key.
Well, that was twice. You left a fork in the microwave. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, well, the other child actually almost set the house on fire because there was actual fire.
Oh, yeah, and then the littlest one had ramen, didn't put water in it, and then apparently if you don't, it catches fire. We found that out. So, yeah, that was a smell for days. It's like worse than burnt popcorn. Ugh.
I mean, at least I didn't let it just... I don't know what this is, but...
Silence. Okay. I know. Between the hubby and the kids, they're really trying to burn this damn house down. Me and the dogs don't stand a chance. What time did you put them in for? Because it's going to be a while. It ain't going to be done here in the next 2 minutes.
I don't have 350, but that's...
All right. Give it 20 minutes. I'll send you a beep and I'll let you know. I can send it to you. Don't, just in case it ain't done by that point. Clear it out. There you go.
That poor top button that turns up the heat.
Oh, yeah. Or when you're, see, there's a few things in the home that I will not do. Cleaning ovens is one, and I don't do fridges. They're not my thing. I will pitch things out of the fridge, but I don't do wipe downs. That's not in my resume, so to speak. Like, so the hubby, one day, he went and cleaned the whole oven. Next time that he went to go use it, because unbeknownst to him, once you clean it, you have to run a heat cycle through it to get all those chemicals out. He didn't do that. So we had food that tasted like oven cleaner. And luckily, because you guys love me and bought readings, I was able to go, it's all right. I'll order pizza. So yeah, you guys have saved me more than once. I had never been so blessed. But the smell of it was just, yeah. I was tasting the potatoes and I'm like, because, you know, we do our roast with our potatoes and our carrots and all that in it. I'm like, why does it taste like I'm eating cleaner? And he's like, I don't know why. I cleaned the oven the other day, but I cleaned it out good. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, did you do this? He's like, no. I'm like, well, we're not eating that. The dogs ain't eating that. And he was so mad. I was like, look, it's just a roast. It was only like $6. Which sucks, but it's better than everybody getting sick. I'm telling you what, Seabiscuit. I haven't got no more messages from, I actually got stuff to tell you once we get off this live that I didn't get to tell you before it went live when it comes to what we were talking about last night with why this candle is being lit. And there were some interesting things that happened over the night, and I'm like, oh, crap. And it's still, like, it's crazy. I am still doing readings, my dear. You get 1 card for free. It's basically whatever the universe wants to give to you. And then if you have questions that you want answered, I do charge for them and a little bit more. If you check down there in the description, it gives you all that little details. But for the meantime, let's get you a card. I think you need more of an angel card than you do a guide card. Yeah. Like, I know I showed you the end piece, but the email that happened, oh, it gave insight. So, serenity, my dear. This is what you need to bring into your life. I don't know if you just got a lot of chaos going on in your life, but you need time away. You need time for yourself. You need to realign your chi, so to speak. You need to find that inner peace, which most people chase their whole lives for. Which here in about 10 minutes, I am going to jump off. That way I do have enough time to actually be able to eat before I got to do a reading at 8. And, you know, do things like normal people do, like use the restroom and, you know, that kind of thing. And then eventually the hubby's going to call me. So that's a whole thing in itself. So, but nonetheless, you all got me still for just a little bit longer. Thank you, Gabby. Gabby. Do. From LA to Tokyo. The boss be calling. And that could be a good thing, or that could be a bad thing. Hopefully it's not a bad thing. You have a good day, sweetheart. Mwah. You know it. Same time, same location. Try not to have no kidnapping dreams. All right, I think we're pretty much dying down. I was going to give a little bit longer, but realistically, we're a little bit dead. So, with that being said, I will see you beautiful souls tomorrow. You know, we go live every day at like 4 p.m. And when we stop, no one really knows. I try to limit myself to 2 hours, but sometimes it's a little over, sometimes it's a little less. So, either way, just remember to have a good night. I know Monday was hard for a lot of people. And, you know, if we're lucky, things will get better as the year progresses on. Just remember, take time for yourself, take time for others, and do something for you. So until next time, which will be tomorrow, I will see you guys, and I hope you have a good day. Or night. Just depends on where you live.